Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to make a ring out of wood. Let's get started. Okay, so the footage was lost on the original time when I did this. So that's why I'm wearing different clothes, and I'm also using a different type of wood, but the concept is still the same. You take your veneer, roll it out, and to keep this down, you just take hammer, small hammer, anything with weight, just to hold it down and keep it down while you roll it up. You can unroll it, and you're going to take something like a socket, something that's going to be close to the final size you want. Always go a little undersized, because you can turn it off on the lathe and it'll help take out any overlaps or anything and make a good smooth surface on the inside. So always make it smaller. Anything around like this, sockets work good because there's a lot of them and different sizes and whatever you need. So just take it, roll it up as tight as you can get it, and roll it up all the way. Now once you've got it rolled up, roll it up as tight as you can. Once you get it rolled up, you notice it's a little uneven here, but that's okay. We can take care of that. Some masking tape, usually helps if you have a piece ready. And just tape around the whole thing, making sure to keep everything tight. Once you get your tape on there, work your socket out. And to take care of these, just set it down. And just mash it flat. Makes everything even. Gonna make it a little easier to work with. It's gonna give you more product when you're cutting them out. So now what you want to do, take a piece of masking tape long enough to go around. You want to put it on just above the top of it. And what that's going to do, it's going to make a little wall to hold the super glue. When we get to that point, we're going to stabilize all this and make it rigid and hold together for us. And then do the same thing on the other side, and you'll end up with something like this. If the tape isn't even, that doesn't matter, it's coming off anyway, so don't worry about that. Now for the next step. We're going to use thin CA glue or super glue, or whatever you want to call it. We're going to use thin because we're going to put it all the way around here, and it's going to get down in between the layers, and it's going to glue everything together, and it's going to make it more secure, more stable. So hold it upright and start putting glue down. Put the glue in it, let it run, wait for it, start soaking in. Just keep adding it. Basically just keep adding until it quits soaking in. You'll notice the smoke coming off of it. That's the chemical reaction taking place where the glue is getting down in all the layers and starting to cure. And you'll also notice that the piece itself is starting to get hot. Now, if it gets too hot, you can just set it down on the table anywhere until it's cool enough to handle. Do the same thing to the other side. You also want to get a little bit of a pool down in there and roll it around. Let it coat the inside as well. and then just set it off to the side, let it cool for about 10 minutes, and it'll be ready for the next step. Then after about 10 minutes, when the glue is set, just peel the tape off as best you can, because the rest of it will get turned off on the lathe anyway. And you can do as much or as little of taking the tape off as you want, because like I said, it's going to get turned off on the lathe anyway. And we'll just go over to the bandsaw. We'll make a cut to, you know, a little bit more than the width that we want to use. And so let's go do that. And you will also see me in different clothes now, and going back to the other video, back to the footage that I didn't lose. Okay, let's go. Now we have our ring blank cut out, and we can put it on the lathe and start turning it, sizing it. And that's pretty much it. You can see it comes out with a good smooth finish. Coated with the CA adds extra protection, and you can see pressing on it pretty good. It will break if you really try, but overall it'll hold up. And that's it. We'll get some pictures at the end Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You gotta be kidding me.